Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. I hope everyone is well. I'm going to take a quick second, Sagittarius, to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Sagittarius out there, so guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Please keep in mind the energies also could reverse. So if it is resonating, Sagittarius, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Sagittarius? All right. Sagittarius, you are starting out with the Death card in reverse. You have the Two of Cups and the Ten of Wands. There's somebody here that you are in love with. There may have been a physical ending. However, you are still emotionally attached. You may feel that this person is a soulmate and you would like for the two of you to, get on the same page again. You'd like to reunite with this person. With the Ten of Wands, it's problematic for you. You're feeling a little bit overwhelmed with your feelings here. And I feel like it's like you're in this fog. You want to be able to bring this back together. There's still this emotional attachment, but you're not quite sure how to get from point A to point B. And so there's this sense of being overwhelmed. Let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Sagittarius energy. All right, the person in your energy has the Seven of Cups. We have the Two of Swords reversed and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Now, this person that's in your energy, I feel like they have a lot of options. There's a decision that they've made, and we're going to clarify that to see what that is. But this person, I feel like before they got to the point of making this decision, they were in a state of confusion. They were trying to figure out what to do, what not to do. Currently, I do feel like this person is feeling a deep sense of loss right now. There's a need here for this person to pour love into self and to, really stabilize themselves, because there's a sense of instability here. It could be financial, but it's definitely something that is affecting their base. So let's see the energy between Sagittarius and this person. Justice in the reverse. You could have some sort of a legal issue going on with this person, particularly if you were married. I do feel that there was an imbalance in the connection, and you're both kind of feeling somewhat victimized, as if the other person did not treat them properly. It's left a deep sense of imbalance here. Now, you might be dealing with a Libra. Let me see what's affecting this connection. The Knight of Swords. The truth. A truthful message is affecting this. This is communication. This is truth. Yeah, we'll definitely clarify that. Show me the outcome. Page of Cups. And the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So in your outcome, I do feel that you might feel this person owes you an apology, or perhaps you're going to reach out to this person. If you do reach out to this person, I don't see them, reciprocating. I don't see them talking. This person, this could have been an on and off situation where the two of you would, come together, fall apart, come together, fall apart. It would currently be in the off position, as it were. And I also feel like this person is being very silent. They're feeling a deep sense of loss here. And I'm also seeing that for some of you, this person could even be a little bit of a player. So, we'll clarify all of that though. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. This is underlying energy, and it indicates concern, worry, anxiety, being up in your head. I'm seeing somebody who is praying and trying to, figure out what they should do, what they shouldn't do. So let's clarify this. Spirit, why is the Death card in reverse for Sagittarius? Yeah, you love this person. King of Cups. You have a deep love for them. And the Ace of Pentacles reversed, but there was no stability here. There was an ending, but you're still very much emotionally attached, and I do feel like you don't feel that things are completely over. You could be keeping an eye on this person in some manner, but not in a weird way, just because you love them. Why is the Two of Cups here? If there are legalities going on between you and this person, it could be revolving around money. The Hierophant. And the Five of Cups reversed. Yeah, you feel this person's a soulmate. I do again see the ending that's here with the Hierophant reversed. But there's this idea, this wonder, this question if there could possibly be a second chance here. If, you know, if the two of you could get on the same page, if there's still love that is available in this situation. And for some of you, when that anxiety hits you, you're wondering, well, did this person ever love me? You know, I do feel like there's a deep desire for you to communicate with this person. Why is the Ten of Wands here? I feel like a lot of you might have gone through possibly some depression, definitely a lot of sadness. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Magician reversed, and we have the Emperor. You might be dealing with an Aries here. I do feel that you want to bring balance to the situation, and you're trying to weigh up the pros and cons of taking charge of this situation and approaching this person yourself. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, you're afraid that if you do, it's not going to manifest the way that you want it to. So there's this energy of really thinking about this person a lot, really wondering what's going on with them. Is it possible to bring it back together? Desiring to have communication. So I would encourage you to focus more on you right now and just let this rest and see what comes of it. I do see you taking charge of your own life here in order to bring balance back in, but it's hard for you. It's very difficult because you had really thought that this was going to manifest in a very different way. And you might even, some of you might even think that this person is a little bit manipulative. Let's look at their energy. Spirit, why is the Seven of Cups here for the person in Sagittarius energy? All right, we have the Strength card and we have the Eight of Swords reversed. All right, so you could be dealing with a Leo, but this person, it looks like they have options here. Even though there's a lot of confusion, I feel like this person freed themselves. So I don't feel like it was your decision to end this. I feel like this person felt strongly that they had to free themselves from this connection, even if it was just temporarily, because of confusion. And there's also something here that was done incorrectly, whether it was you or the other person. I see this person trying to work on themselves in order to, you know, figure out the confusion and figure out what it is that they want to do here. Because I feel like they were feeling somewhat trapped for some reason. Why is the Two of Swords here in reverse for the person in Sagittarius energy? Okay, so we have the Fool and we have the Moon in reverse. Wow. So it's unclear to me if this person had a new beginning elsewhere. If they were because they had options. They made a decision to have this new beginning, to take a risk. And then we see something being revealed. Is that what ended this? Is that why you feel that this person did you wrong? Something about a new beginning was revealed. And it has to do with the truth that came out. And it was this person's decision to take that risk. I feel like this person was taking risk in this connection, and that's what ended this. Oh, wow. Let me see the Queen of Pentacles reversed for the person in Aries energy. Or Aries, I'm sorry, in Sagittarius energy. Yeah, here's the Justice in reverse. That's the energy that's between the two of you. Queen of Wands reversed. And then we have the Four of Wands. It definitely looks like this person decided, even though they were in a committed connection with you, this person may have brought somebody else in. It got put on blast. The truth came out about it. That's what the injustice is, and it caused an ending in this connection. This person was in player energy, but guess what? That new connection that they risked everything for, it doesn't look like it looks like they've lost that person as well. It looks like they lost not only you, but that other person too. So I do feel like they're realizing they made a poor judgment call here, but they don't want to admit it. They don't want to say it. Interesting. Interesting. They thought they were going to have stability with someone else. Let me see the energy between Sagittarius and this person. Libra energy is here. You could be dealing with, I think I told you Aries earlier, Leo energy, and could be even another Sagittarius. Here's the thing too, Sagittarius, is that this person is saying, you know, that you did them wrong. So they're victimizing themselves and saying that this ended because of you. But that's not what the cards are showing me. So show me justice in reverse. Okay, the devil, Six of Wands reversed, and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so while this person was blaming you, and there could have been some toxic energy that you had as well. This was a toxic connection in some manner, but I do feel like it was unsuccessful because it became unstable. It became unstable because this person decided to take risk in the connection. So you're recognizing that it's toxic. You're recognizing the instability and that it was unsuccessful. And you definitely feel unrecognized or unseen by this person. Now, in their energy, they freed themselves in order to exercise options, which was with a new person. They made an offer towards somebody else. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. Look at that. They walked away to be with somebody else, and it looks like that's ended. Let me see the Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords here? All right, we have the Chariot, and we have the Four of Pentacles reversed. So what's affecting the connection is this truth that came out. All right, it caused you to move forward. Some of you actually physically moved. If you were living in the same household with this person, you may have moved out or moved forward. But this ending caused either a physical move or an emotional move or possibly both. But it didn't stop you from loving this person. It didn't stop you from hoping and wishing for a second chance. And it also, I feel like you kind of questioned, well, did this person ever truly love me? Now, in their energy, when this truth came out, it was a secret revealed, and that secret had to do with a new beginning and decisions made on their behalf. So they felt like they had to release you. They had to let you go. I feel like for some of you, it may have cost them a bit financially as well. There is a sense of loss that's here, but I feel like this person took risk in this connection that they should not have taken, and it caused a lot of damage. It caused a lot of hurt. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Sagittarius. Show me the outcome for Sagittarius. Sorry. Outcome for Sagittarius. All right, Page of Wands reversed. Five of Wands, and the Nine of Wands reversed. Yeah, so I feel like you've been debating whether or not you should reach out to this person. I feel like a lot of you either already have or you want to. If you do, I don't feel like they're going to reciprocate. There's something to do with bad news that's coming. You've already received bad news that created this ending and all this pain. And I do feel like if you do reach out, it's going to create conflict here. Because I see a lot of you debating, should I reach out or should I not? You know, maybe I'll just send them a text, or you know, but what I'm seeing is that you're very conflicted internally about whether or not you should do that. And if you do, it does look like it's going to create conflict. But of course, do what you feel is right. No one should try to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing in the cards, but you should make your own decision. I do feel like, you know, you're experiencing a lot of internal conflict. It's very overwhelming, and I can see that. But I feel like if you do reach out, you're not going to get good news with it. It's going to lead to conflict, because this person that's in your energy, I feel like they may not respond initially. You see, they're feeling kind of hopeless. Why? Well, because whoever they took that risk with, it didn't pan out. And now they have ruined the relationship with you. They've suffered that loss. They may have suffered a financial loss as well. And in addition to that, this person did to them what they did to you. And they don't want to tell you that. They don't want you to know. Yeah, but that's their karma. And, you know, justice in the reverse is a sign of negative karma as well. So this person is definitely getting karmic justice for, you know, what occurred with you. And they don't want you to know it. They're trying to keep that from you. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords reverse. That's underlying energy. And it does tell me that, you know, there's a decision that needs to be made here. You're worried about it. You have a lot of anxiety about it. It could be the decision about whether or not to reach out. I don't see any good coming of that right now. I'm not saying it wouldn't ever, but, you know, this decision that you're making right now, be careful what decision you make, because it could put you in a state of deeper anxiety. All right. So I'm going to pull an oracle card. Let's see if you have any further guidance. It's pulling for Sagittarius. Pulling for Sagittarius. Okay, so we have number 50. And it's called Compass. Now, it did come out in the reverse. So this deck, we do read reversals. So let me read that for you. Give me 1 second. As long as you orient your compass to true north, the direction of your higher power, you will never be lost. Now, in the reverse, it reads, what is your higher power right now? Whatever you constantly focus on long enough becomes your higher power. If you worry about financial insecurity, materialism is your idol. If you obsess over a relationship, that is your God. If you're concerned about your weight or your looks or your status, you've lost your personal power and your way. Nothing but spirit can be your guiding force. You'll never truly find what you seek if these worries and distractions are your constant focus. Surrender and shift your compass. Be still and watch as the needle points to true north. Align yourself and you'll easily find your way back to where you are meant to be. All right, I hope this has been helpful for you, Sagittarius. I can see this is a very difficult and painful experience, so I hope this has given you a little bit of clarity. If you have resonated with this, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video also if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Sagittarius, know that you are love, and namaste.